Hi, this is Dr. Rajendra Chaudhary. Today we will be talking on elements of cost. By taking example of wooden manufacturing company, let's go through this company, how it works. We all are aware that how wooden manufacturing company transform wood into furniture. So while going through this film, let me tell you about elements of cost. Basically, elements are divided into three categories. These broad three categories are material, labor and other expenses. Again, these three elements are subdivided into two each. Material is divided into direct material and indirect material, whereas labor is also divided into direct labor and indirect labor. Other expenses similarly, direct expenses and indirect expenses. Now, these all direct material, direct labor and direct expenses, if you add together, it is known as prime cost. Prime cost is nothing but which consists direct material cost, direct labor cost and direct expenses. Now, the remaining part, that is indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses, this forms overhead. Now, these overheads again it is subdivided into three categories: factory overheads, office and administrative overheads, and third one is selling and distribution overhead. Now, after understanding this structure of elements of cost, let us know each element what it is. Now, in regards to the material, as I told you and which is mentioned in the slide also, direct and indirect. Now, direct material is nothing but which is directly associated with the commodity or a product. Now, as I gave the example of furniture. Now, furniture, if you consider a door or a table, so wooden, it is known as direct material cost, because wooden which is directly associated with the product, we can see, we can touch, we can feel that particular thing, that wooden, that is why it is known as direct material cost. Now, what indirect material cost? Now, above over the wooden part, if we have applied formica, so in between formica and wooden there is a Fevicol. So, Fevicol is the example of indirect material cost, because we cannot see Fevicol, how much it is being pasted and how much it is being used. So, that is why it is known as indirect material cost. So, this is one example, Fevicol. Another example is nails. Even nail is also known as indirect material cost. Cotton gauze, we might have used cotton gauze also while making furniture. So, these are all example of indirect material cost. Then next one is labor. Labor cost, it is also divided into direct labor and indirect labor. Direct labor cost which is directly associated with the product. As example, as we have considered furniture, so carpenter work, he does the finishing of furniture and polishing everything. So, his work is directly associated with the furniture, table or door. So, such example is known as direct labor cost. Now, what is indirect labor cost in regards to the furniture? Let me tell you why I am considering again furniture. There are many products, maybe mobile and maybe laptop and so on. But taking this example furniture, now indirect labor cost, we might have appointed receptionist in the office. So, receptionist job is to accept the call or to collect the purchase order or to pass on the quotations to the desired parties. So, her job, which is not directly associated or directly linked with the product, but she is assisting to increase the sale of that particular furniture. So, such job is known as indirect labor cost. works manager whose job is directly associated with the furniture unit, so his remuneration will be considered as direct labor cost, whereas the receptionist or accountant, if you have appointed accountant in the office, his salary or remuneration, it is known as indirect labor cost. Now the last element, that is other expenses. Other expenses, again it is similar to the material and labor. Other expenses which is directly associated with the product, such as suppose if your factory, if it is on a higher basis, so company is paying rent to the landlord, so such rent is known as direct other expenses. Whereas if company has paid say delivery van charges or maybe insurance charge premium, so that is known as indirect other expenses. Now after knowing this direct and indirect meaning, now let us understand the indirect part, indirect which is from your overheads. And as I told you, overheads are again it is subdivided into three categories, which are factory overheads, office and administrative overheads, and selling and distribution overheads. Now what it is? Factory overheads, the expenses which are incurred during production of any product, such expenses are termed as factory overheads. Second one, that is office and administrative overhead. Whatever expenses incurred in the administration phase, those expenses, those variables are termed as office and administrative expenses, such as printing and stationery, fax charges, or maybe letterhead printing. So these are the example of office and administrative overheads. And the last one is, that is selling and distribution. Now what it is? Now if you are manufacture furniture, so naturally we have to do branding of that furniture. So if you are doing advertisement for that purpose, so such expenses are known as selling and distribution expenses, selling expenses rather. But in regards to the distribution, suppose if company has hired a tempo or a delivery van, and delivery van is delivering the product, and if such delivery van, if it is on a higher basis, on a rental basis, so whatever rent or kilometer wise we are paying to the transport company, that will be termed under selling and distribution overheads. So advertisement, delivery van charges, these are some example of selling and distribution overheads. Now if you put these all expenses in a systematic manner, that will reflect your cost sheet. So this was about element of cost. Thank you.